Big Guy Fitness Daily Journal, day 22. I am on my first walk of the day. I'm a little run down. I thought I got a good night's sleep, and I did really amazing yesterday. But just a little sluggish on the start. I know that'll pick up during the day, especially when I start doing the workout. So today's thought of the day and topic is confusion. Confusion with several things. With the diet plan, with where I am in my progress. So I did, as I've discussed before, I've done about 6 months, 2-3 month phases, maybe 7 months. So they're about 2-3 month phases starting last September. So actually it's been a little longer than that, but there was a time where I really didn't do much during the holidays of last year. So last July, August, September, I cut and lost about 30 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds. And then, let me start over. September's when I started. September, October, November, I cut about 30 pounds. And then Thanksgiving came, gained about 5. Christmas came, gained about 10. And then January, February, we have fires out here, so really didn't get back into the training and dieting. It was a little stressful time in Los Angeles. And so I got to the point where, I guess it was March, where I started phase 2 of this. And that was, did another 3 months, March, April, May, June, something like that. So that was 3-month phase. That was a loud truck, sorry. So that was another 3-month phase, and I finally got back down to losing about 15 pounds, which was the gained weight at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I had gotten to about 167 at the lowest. I'm now hovering around 170, 169, 171. And I've been doing that for a couple weeks because I did something that I didn't expect, which was I took about 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks to just chill and relax and let my metabolism build up again, because when you do a lot of intermittent fasting, the one thing you have to look out for is your metabolism slows. Because if you feed your body really, really limited amounts of foods, your body has to adjust to that and say, okay, this is our baseline. This is what we can expect. So when we're protecting our body with fat or energy or stored energy or whatever it is, your body will take control. And I mean, it's just every cell in your body wants to survive. So I was trying to reset my baseline by introducing a little more food, because I was doing a lot of 24-hour fasts. I was doing a lot of 1 meal a days, which I don't eat a lot, so my calorie count just doesn't get there. And this is part of the confusion that I'm getting to with diet. Getting in the calories you need, getting in especially the protein that you need to build muscle. So I'm in a stage where they usually say take 6 to 8 weeks to let your metabolism get back to where it was. Well, I'm sort of cutting it short a little. It's been about 4 weeks. And now this week, I'm not cutting calories. Like last 2 weeks, I ate a good amount. Tried to eat as much protein as I can, but I ate carbs too and fats. And I was eating, one day I think I had a 5,000 calorie day, which was ridiculous. But I was staying in the 3,000 range, 2,500 range easily. And now yesterday, I was like, you know what? I want to go for it again. It may be a little too early. I don't know if my metabolism's ready for this, but I feel like I'm ready for another cut phase. So yesterday I ate really, really lean. So I'll tell you what I ate. Morning, I went on a walk, and then I came home, had Greek yogurt with blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries, had some chia seeds and flax seeds in it, and that was it. It was good protein in the Greek yogurt, 18 grams of protein, I think, per serving. I probably had yeah, probably one serving. So there's 18 grams of protein, all the other stuff. Maybe a total of 20 grams of protein in that thing total. Not too much sugar, not too much calories. We were good. Maybe we're at we might have been at 200 calories in that whole thing. 250 calories, we'll say. Then I did my workout, my full weights resistant training, and right after that, which I usually don't do right after, but right after that I knew I was going on a walk with a buddy. And before that I wanted to eat. So they say one of the best things you can do is after you eat a meal, go on a 20, 30, 40-minute walk. So I was like, you know what, this is a great opportunity to, instead of eating after all that stuff and relaxing, I'm going to fuel myself before I go on the walk. So after I did my weight training, the second meal of the day was the egg bomb thing I do. And that's basically 2 large eggs, two medium-sized eggs, full though, whole with the yolk, and then 3 servings of egg whites. And I mix all that up, and I put it in a skillet, and I put a little butter in the pan. Most of the times I use grass-fed, grass-finished butter instead of olive oil to cook with. So I did all that, and I put a little bit of seasonings on it, black pepper, all that, spicy hot seeds. And then I had a half an avocado, and I had a little bit of sauerkraut. So total, that egg combo is 215 calories, and it's 27 grams of protein. Yes, I've done all the calculations for this already. So then the avocados are about 300 to 600 calories. This was an extra large, and half of it. So it was probably about maybe 250 again. So we're almost at 500 calories. The avocados are great for saturated fats and all of those extra things. It's not perfect for protein. There's a small amount as opposed to the eggs. So still, say we're up to about 30, maybe 35 grams of protein. I'm still so far away from my protein. Even with the earlier 18, we're at 50 grams of protein. I still need another 100 grams of protein. That's a lot. So I eat that meal. Then at night, when I came home from the thing, I had some of these protein chips. They're these pizza chips that I've talked about before, that are at Costco, that are really good. They have good flavor, good texture, and they have like 12 grams of protein per servings. And the servings are only about 8 chips or something, maybe. Yeah, so I had 2 servings of that. So now we're at 24 grams of protein. So again, we're getting up there in 20, 30 gram increments. This wasn't really a talk about, this is more about the confusion, but the confusion all has to do with all this food and how I'm gonna eat on this phase. So then at night, I ended up having, I had tuna. So I had a can, it was kind of a small can of yellowtail tuna in extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes they say that's not the greatest thing because that olive oil tends to be on the cheaper side. It's not the best, it's not single sourced. But again, those are those little macros that I always talk about. Whatever, it's still really good protein. I think it's 27 grams of protein for the whole can, and it's only 70 calories for the whole can, I think. And I didn't put it on bread. I didn't mix it with any mayonnaise or anything like that. So it was just that. So that gave me another 30 grams ish of protein. I had that mixed with some kimchi, which is great. That has a little good stuff in it, great for the gut. And I also had some pickles with it, some 2 kosher dill pickles. So that was it. Those were my meals. But I think I got up maybe at the end of the night to 100 grams of protein. So I'm about 70 grams shy, and that's for a normal person. For somebody at the age of 50 or over, 40 or over especially, we should be having more than 1 gram of protein if we're trying to build muscle. And of course, more muscle burns more fat because it needs the energy. So yeah, the dilemma here is how the hell am I going to get, especially if I'm trying to do a cut, how am I going to get that extra protein? It's got to come from protein shakes, because you're not getting too many calories in those shakes generally, and you get high amounts of whey protein if you're using the whey. I was reading a lot of things about whey isolate and whey concentrate. And whey isolate, it's always getting this is the best, but it's more expensive. And if you go through a lot, whey concentrate is just as good, or not just as good, but it's good. Again, those macros, can't focus on them. So, long story short, that was my meal, and I thought I ate really well, and I ate a lot. I usually don't eat 3 meals a day. So today, I'm gonna do some beef patties, grass-fed, grass-finished, get my protein there. I'll probably do 2 of those. I'm gonna lay off the carbs and the fats, I think, because again, I'm trying to cut a little bit. But yeah, and I'll probably do the egg bomb again with a half an avocado. So I know today, without the protein shake, because I don't have any of the powder, I don't know how I'm gonna get higher protein right now without getting higher calories. So it gets confusing, but in that confusion, sorry for this long rant, but in this confusion, I'm trying to keep my mindset of, again, this is a long game. It's not this thing that I'm trying to do and then, next week I want to get here, and this week, I set goals, but at the end of the day, I'm not in a race. I'm not trying to get somewhere in 3 weeks, because even with that, like the whole, do you want to get to a 12% body fat, or do you want to, at 50 years old, what is 12 or 10% body fat? It looks great, but how do you sustain that? Because you're always going to have to be in a caloric deficit pretty much. And I don't think that's very fun. What I'm doing right now is manageable and fun. And you kind of have to set this up for the long term, where I can do this. Cut a little bit, lose a pound here, gain some muscle. And then after a year, you can be happy and satisfied to a certain degree, right? So it's funny, because I was looking at this YouTube channel, and it's only been 3 weeks, but I looked at the first few videos, and even the first one that said, yeah, there's the first video. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just a journaling thing. And it was interesting because I shot all the videos kind of here and like this. And so I don't see a lot of this, but there are a couple in the first few that I do scan down, and I do see that I'm a little puffier here. My chest isn't as tight. My arms aren't as getting shredded. But that was the whole point of this documentation, and I wish I had put the camera down here so I could document, okay, this is week 1, this is week 2, week 3, because I still, as you can see, I still have a good amount around the midsection to try and figure out. That's the hardest thing to go. But so that confusion thing, I'm trying not to get consumed in it and wrapped up in it too much. But I am trying to figure it out, and hopefully I will. I've learned so much along all of this journey that I would have done differently. And if I get thrown back at the holidays, I have to start over or do some of these phases over again to a large degree, I will have a lot of good information to come back to and watch, because this is what works for me. It may not work for everybody, but these are the things that I am finding that are showing a little bit of progress, that maybe I stumble a little bit on a day or two. But anyway, so you all should, if anybody's watching this, should journal as well. It's very helpful. I wish I had done it starting a year ago or 8 months ago when I started this, 9 months ago. I would have loved, because I was way, way heavier than this. In fact, my boobs were bouncing, and they're still bouncing. But when I run, they don't bounce as much. Look at that. This one's bouncing because I'm holding the phone and this is loose. I got to do upper pecs, but this one's fine, right? I'm doing a titty bounce test. It's so stupid. But yeah, if I had documented earlier, I would have been so happy. I mean, I'm happy right now because I do have some documentation, especially some pictures in dress shirts and stuff that my neck's exploding beyond. I mean, I was 216 pounds. That was ridiculous on a 5'10 body. Not a great thing. 5'11. I think I'm 5'10 and a half. Gravity sucks. But yeah, so the sooner you can start documenting, that's another little topic of its own, the better. And you know, just do it for yourself. Just do some videos that you have on your phone or on your computer or something. Save them. Do some and talk about maybe even what's going on during the day. So you have a little, it's like when you go back and you have family photo albums. A lot of times you just wish you had taken more pictures, or you're so happy that you captured certain moments. So this is a perfect age we live in where we have a phone on us all the time. And sure, does it look a little goofy, everybody filming themselves, but it serves a purpose. Who cares what anybody thinks? This is our journey, right? So anyway, I think the wind's starting to pick up, so I'm gonna end this. Music listening for the day is going to be some more White Lion. Yeah, White Lion is amazing, but there's a solo that I transcribed a long time ago that I watched. I saw a video of somebody playing it. I was like, oh man, I gotta relearn that. So, and it was really quick. I mean, it's a difficult solo, but once you got it, it comes a little more natural. There's a lot of weird tapping techniques. The tone of it is insane. That's what got my ear again. I'm like, man. So watch the short video in the description of this video. Click on that and you will hear a little rant about how awesome this guitar solo is and how much fun it is to play. Yeah, it's called White Lion Going Home. It's off the Pride album, and there's just so many cool little tapping things he does. Then he gets into this rhythm of 3 or 4 notes with a double stop slap, then he does it again, and it's just this, it just breaks up the whole solo in such a cool way. Starts out with a very melodic few notes, and then he taps a harmonic, and it's just this screaming tone. It's awesome. It's so cool. He is such an underrated guitar player. Everybody that liked him wishes he still was playing. There's a whole story behind that. But anyway, I hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday. I think it is the 12th of August. I hope any of this information might help somebody. If you have any questions, please comment below or in the comment section. Watch the other videos, comment there, shoot me a DM, whatever. But yeah, comment on these videos. I'd love to start a conversation where other people feel comfortable to get involved and talk about their journey, where they're at, what their expectations are, what's going right or wrong with them. So yeah, let me know where you guys are, and if any of this is helping, and if you want other information. I mean, after a year of learning and absorbing information, there's just so much floating around in this bald skull. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you in the next video.